Hey, this is Slap Out Last Girl Melissa, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to do makeup in reverse. I saw Christian Dominique. She did this, and I thought, she's young, but I think I can pull it off because this old face, I'm spotted and got all kinds of things going on. So I did start my eyes already because this has nothing to do with eyes. It's all about the face and how it's going to look. And I do love the way it structures your face, and I do love the way it's so soft and light at the end. So if you want to know how to do it, just keep watching. Now, the first thing I've done is all of my skincare. All that's done. And that's where you see the little glow. I like to use a lot of oil on my face now, but we're going to blot that off before we get started. But the first thing that she started with now is brows. So she did her brows first, which is, I don't normally do that first. I normally do that last, because you already have everything on. However, she started with her brows, and that's what we're going to start with. So I have all my little products down here. I love this stuff here. If you don't have fluff up brow wax, you need it. This stuff is fabulous. I gravitated over to Benefit one day, and when I was in, I think, Ulta, and I saw all of these. I mean, that's an eye catcher when you see that. And so I got over there and I realized that they had a whole line of stuff. So I bought these three products together. And so that's what I'm going to show you today. But this right here is a clear brow gel. You just brush it on. I don't even stick it back in. You don't need a whole lot, unless you just have a lot of brows. I don't have a lot of brows. So this really does help my brows to be set. So when I do go to do my brows, it's so much easier. Okay, so this is what we're going to use. Precisely My Brow Pencil. It is by Benefit. Don't you just love this packaging? Look how cool it is. Now this is retractable. See that? And this is the dark brown, the color that I chose. I really, really do like it. And then on this end, it has a spoolie. So it's like this. Take these pieces off. Now I'm just going to do this eye for you on camera, this one. And I'll do the other one off because this is my hardest one. This one has less hair here. This one has a little more hair. So if you need to know where to start, just put a little dot. And that's about how far I need to come out with this. But I always start at the bottom. Let's do the bottom first. Like that. I don't want this video to be too long for you. Sometimes videos can just get a little bit too long. But I want this one to be simple and to the point. So, and a little talk too. I love girlfriend talk. I just do. And so we're going to flip this up right here like that. Look how pretty that goes on. Look at that. And then we're going to use the spoolie and we're going to comb it up. And then I comb over. And then I come back and get my magnifying mirror because I have old eyes. I'm 60, y'all. I can't believe I'm 60. Oh, that looks pretty good. I don't know that I need to do anything to this other than maybe come right through here and darken that little area there. I don't know that I want to do the microblading. Now, I have the microblading pen too. I don't think I need it today. My head is doing really well just using this. Okay, I will show you that though, because it is kind of cool. They have a lot of cool products. They do. So if you ever are around and you can look at the Benefit stuff, oh my goodness. Brows make a difference, don't they? But this is, where's the other thing? Oh, this is it right here. This is a microblading. Let me show you how it looks. See that? See how it's angled and it's got the little... So what you would do is just flick this up. So if you're missing a lot of hair, use this. This is really cool. It works really well. So these three products together are just like bomb. You need to get those. Now the next step that she did was curl her lashes. And keep in mind that I've already done my eyes. She did not. Okay, so she didn't do her eye makeup until the end. But she did her lashes before she did her eyeshadow. So I have a birthday party to go to today. It's my grandson's first birthday, my youngest grandchild. So Lister on a time schedule today. So I'm not missing that. Little Odie is one. I just can't believe it. I can't believe I'm 60. I find that hard to believe sometimes. Oh, it's aging's hard, isn't it? And then as we age, we just kind of we get used to the way we look, and then you see an old picture of you and you go, what happened to me? Yeah, that's what I say. But this is 4D mascara, and I'm just going to apply it. But yeah, she did not do her eye makeup until the end. This is the one thing that she did do beforehand. I don't know why, but it sounded like a good idea to me. And I love the way she did all the stuff that I'm going to show you. It's really fun. It's really fun. And if you ever get it down, you could do this so fast. You really could. You could do it so quick and out the door. And it looks, your skin looks like your skin, but better. That's what we're after. It doesn't look overdone. Even though when you start seeing all the stuff I'm going to put on, you're going to go, how in the world is all of that going to blend out and look, you know, like your skin? Oh, girl, you're going to love it. All right. So here's my mascara. Got that on now. So I'm going to let that dry for a second, and we got to move on. Alrighty, now look at my face. You can see it's kind of shiny, and that's because I use oils on my face. Now, I washed my face. I did all my moisturizer, put the sunscreen on. But the two things that I love to do at the end, I did put my retinol on too, which is by The Ordinary. That's really key too. That's kind of give it the shinies also. But I do love to use Unique's beauty oil. I put it all over my face, pretty much the T-zone area. And then if you like Charlotte Tilbury, she has a great one. This is one of her trial size ones. It comes in a little pack. Love it. It's very, very moisturizing. So if you have a hard time with your under eyes like I do, see, it's on my hands now. I hate to waste it. It will definitely plump up this area and get it ready for whatever you're going to put there. We're not doing that right now, but I just wanted you to know, make sure your skincare is on before you go any further with this. Now, her next step was face primer. And I bought this little trial size of the Pore Professional. This is by Benefit. What is me and Benefit all of a sudden? I like this. It feels like lotion going on. It's so creamy. So if you have really dry skin, you will love this. Let me see if I can get any more out of here. I'm going to have to go get the big one for me. Oh, that's probably too much. But see the color of it? It's like the color of your skin, kind of. It's like a fleshy color. And I just dab it around. And make sure you do your T-zone area for sure. And the very last thing I will do is take it and run it up underneath my eyes. I do not put a whole bunch of this around my eyes, because we are going to do something special here under our eyes when it gets that time to do it. All right. Guess what? You have to let this set for a few minutes. Don't touch anything. Get everything ready for your next step. So now my primer is set and I'm ready to go. I'm going to use NYX. This is WSR03. I usually use an 01, but they didn't have it. It's a little bit more of a taupey color. This one's a little darker, and it's okay because I used it the other day and it worked really fine. But what this is going to do, this is going to sculpt your face out. If you've got a really round face and you want to make it slimmer, then you're going to start up here at your ear. You're going to come down. You come down like this, okay? So that it carves out your face. So I have a heart-shaped face, so I don't need to do that. But so what I'm going to do is come no further than my eye, the pupil of my eye right here. And I'm going to start it up here. And then I've got a nice little brown spot there that, you know, I was blessed with. And so I am going to take just a little bit of foundation and kind of press onto that like that. Make it go away. Because I've got them on this side too, but this one right here is kind of big. And I do like to camouflage it just a tad. Just a tad. Now take this and I'm going to line this up. I'm going to start right in here because this is where you want to go. Like right underneath your cheekbone and no further than the pupil of your eye. So come through here like that. We're not going to put a whole lot of this color because I have to blend all of this out. And I know it's going to be crazy when you see this. It is. I like to put a little here underneath my, she didn't do that, but I like to put a little here. And then underneath, I got the turkey neck. See that? Ooh, turkey neck. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure that I put some of that color kind of down a little bit more, like where that hangs. And you got to make sure now that you kind of blend it out well. I don't like to put a whole lot of color down here, but I do bring it up to my earlobe on this side. Now, for my forehead, I really don't need to contour my forehead, but I'm going to show you a trick. If you can put 4 fingers up here, then you can contour from here all the way over to here, okay? If you can put 3 fingers like me, then you want to do it here and here, okay? And not up here. Now, she put it up here because she had a pretty high forehead, okay? I'm not doing that. If you can only get 2 fingers, then don't put anything, because what it's going to do is shrink it. So that's the whole point of contouring. So I'm going to put it just basically right here and right here. I mean, you're not going to see that anyway, unless the wind blows my hair. You're not going to see that. And then I'm going to take a brush and do my nose with this same stuff. I like to use a brush because this is kind of big, and you know, I need a little more precision. And I'm going to take this, and we're going to come right down my nose, like that, on both sides. And you can build it up. I like to start small and then build it, because you don't want to have too much here. I don't. And so, come down. There are a lot of tricks to do in your nose. But I have, my nose has gotten wider as I've gotten older. I think that's just the way life is. And you just have to learn to work around it. Now, I am going to take it and bring it down to slightly right here to kind of recess the wideness in my nose. Okay, now we are going to use a little bit of highlight at this point. Now, I'm not going to do my under eyes yet. That's something totally separate. So I am going to take this, and we're going to add some light to our face. And I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to put it here. And we're definitely going to put it through here and through here, because that's where I like it. and then I've got to blend this out. I'm going to add some blush over this too. Now, she put her blush there. I kind of like to line these two up. They look really pretty that way. And then when I do my under eyes, I did just a little bit different than her. So this is what I'm going to use though for blush. But I'm going to come back and do that after this, okay? But we're going to blend out the dark stuff first. And the way to do that, I'm going to use a brush. And what you're going to do, you're not going to, you don't want to swipe it around. You will just want to blend it. You just want to try to keep it like, don't do sweeping motions. Come in here and do like this. Stipple it. That's what I did. Just stipple, stipple, stipple. Because you don't want to blend that. You want it to stay in the spot that it's in. Because that's the whole key. That's how this whole thing works. Now, once you get all this contouring on, you're going to come back, and we are going to add foundation, but it's going to be very minimal, and you're just going to be shocked at how this turns out. It's so, so pretty. I am taking it up here now. I got to do my nose, so this side is the best for your nose. And blend it like this, down. Now remember, we got a lot more to do. This is just the beginnings, and you're putting this on, and you're going to blend everything together, so don't worry. So you want a little nosy, and then you want to come up here and stipple this. I like to stipple it and just kind of swirl just a tad to smooth it out. The same thing over here. I really want to go and find me a different contour other than NYX, and hopefully I'll be able to do that soon. I haven't had time to go to do it. But now we're going to come and we're going to blend out. I'm going to take this other one, and we're going to blend out right here. Just that little contour right through there. See if it'll cover up that old pimple I have. I'm 60 and got a pimple. What's up with that? Do you get pimples at 60? Ugh, I do. And then blend up here too. Blend all of this out. Bring it down. Now, you notice I'm not doing under eyes yet, so don't do your under eyes yet. You just got to blend all this out first. Make it really, really soft. Kind of blend through here. I blend it up and then kind of outward like that. Because that's going to give you the light in the center of your face. Now, I am going to come back and add just a little bit down here, because I got to blend all this out. I like it here. I got some redness here. So if you got a lot of redness, put it where your redness is. We're going to add some here. I'm going to add some here. Okay? And we're going to blend that out. That looks like the Joker. That's funny. Now I'm going to use the bigger end for here, just to blend this out. And got to blend that little piece out there. Yeah. Underneath there. That's going to make your lip look a little bigger. That's the reason I do that. So I wipe this off on my hand, and we just keep going. Just blend. Now you can use a beauty blender if you want to. We are going to use a beauty blender at some point. She did not at this point. She just used her brushes, blended in. It looks so, so pretty on her. I loved it. I love the light that it gave to her face. And I'm like, I can do this. I know I can. So I did. I tried it, and I really, really like it. Now, the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and add, guess what, my blush. Just take the blush. This is lipstick. You can use whatever you want. I just like this color. I think it's pretty. And I'm going to put it like right over where that highlight is. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to add a little highlight through here. Now, she didn't do it that way. This is just my little trick that I liked. It worked well. It really did. It worked pretty good for me. So I'm going to do this on my hand. I love this brush. It's a great brush to use. And we're just going to kind of blend this in now. Because I really like for that blush to kind of show through. And then I like to use a little bit. And then if you need to add more, you can. Which I do. I start off minimal. And then if I feel like I need some more, I just add it. See how that? Now push it up into your temple. That's the way I do it. I think it looks pretty. And then I'm going to put a little bit on my nose here as well, because I think it's pretty there. I'm going to add just a little more here, a little more here, and I'm going to put some like right in there. I know it's crazy, but it's fun. This is a really fun technique. And once you get used to it, you'll be able to do this so quickly out the door. I know. It's a process, but it's beautiful. Your skin's going to be beautiful at the end of this. Now I'm going to come across here. Blend that out too. Right across there. I like to do it like this. And that's called draping. That was something from the 80s. Oh my goodness. Now, I've got to blend out down here at the bottom. So I'm going to take this and blend all this out too. Through here. You don't want harsh lines anywhere. You just want it to be blended and nice. This is probably the part that will take you the longest. Just the blending out. But it's kind of calming and peaceful. It makes your face look really, really nice. Look at that. I'm Snatchy Poo. Look at me. So now we have everything kind of matted out, right? Except for I haven't put the highlight through here yet. I'm not going to do that until I do my under eyes. She went ahead and had 3 layers here. I just didn't see, you know, I just rather come right through here, and then you can lighten it up because you're still going to add it anyway. So that's just up to you. It's a personal preference for me. That's the only thing I kind of changed up. I just did the contouring and the blush, and then I'm going to leave this part when I'm ready for that. With my under eyes. Still got to do those. But now we're going to add foundation. Guess what, girlfriends? Everywhere there's light, all through here, that's where you're going to put your foundation. It's not going over the top of this. It's just all going to blend so pretty together. Now, I am going to use Kosas. I got a brand new Kosas. This says on here that it is a R82. I'm not sure what that color is, but it's a little lighter than the one I've been using. See, this is a little darker, and this one actually is very pretty. I went to Sephora, and you can test stuff there. So I decided that this one was better for me, probably more of a winter color, since it is winter now. So shake it up just a tad, and I always like to pump it on the back of my hand like that. See, get a little bit. And we're going to take this brush. This is a BK Beauty 106. It is a foundation brush. Wonderful brush. Very, very soft. Very, very supple. And you're going to take just a little bit of this onto your brush. And you're just going to kind of start stippling. I'm going to start stippling it where I need it. Okay? Right through here. Goes through here. Now, she did it a different way. Okay? This is my way. She went ahead and just started doing it. I like to just kind of put it in place, let it kind of warm up to my skin just a little bit, and then come back. And then just start blending it out. Now, you're not taking it over this. We're going to blend around the edges of it, okay? You do not need a whole lot of foundation. You know how much foundation you're going to save by doing this technique? A lot. I mean, it is so pretty. See, blend. Look at that. Oh, girl, it's so pretty. And I take it just slightly over all of it at that point. Even down here. You can blend that out there. And you see, I'm not using a whole lot of foundation. I still got some over here I can blend out. Blend. You can stipple it on and then blend. So you're blending out that edge. And then I stipple it over the top of that. Up through here. And you might, you know, come up with your way of doing things too. Just because somebody does it one way doesn't mean you can't try something new. So try something new, because this is so cool. I really, really, really enjoyed doing this. Now I am going to come up here in this area, and we're going to put some here, and we're going to put some here. I'm going to wipe it off, and then I'm just going to start blending and stippling all the way around. Now you might have to touch up, you know, your eyebrows. I don't get doing eyebrows first, but you know, I would really rather just do my eyebrows last. So you can do that. You don't have to do your eyebrows. That's just the way she did it. So that's why I was doing it that way. Make sure you go up to your hairline. So there's all my grays under there. See them? I love my gray. I'm a gray girl. Well, I'm turning gray. At some point, I'm just going to have to give up, right? Yeah. See how pretty that is? That is absolutely beautiful. And you know how long look, I hardly used any foundation. Now, I do have to come around my nose a little bit. So I'm not going to use a whole lot here on my nose. I don't like a lot on my nose. But you do have to kind of blend it in. And you can always come back and add some light if you need to. That's the beauty of this. It's not set in stone. You can do what you want. Figure it out, what you like the best. Now notice I didn't do my under eyes yet. Now I am going to add a little shim to this at the end. That way you have some beauty. I love Revolution Fix and Glow Dewy. Ooh, setting spray. Oh girl, that's awesome. So just whatever's left, I just kind of dab over that. You see how pretty that is? You just dab around your nose. And see up here, that's already done. That works out pretty good. And then make sure you dab down here, whatever's left. Just kind of brush it down. And you still got the snatch right there, girl. I like that. All right, so before we keep going, I'm going to put on some Hottie. This is Unique's lip plumper. I love it. Because in the end, I got to do my lips. So I want them to go ahead and start being nice and plump. And it stingles a little bit, and I love it. It's a great lip plumper. If you haven't used it, you will love it. I'll link everything I'm using below, okay? Now, my under eyes, our under eyes when we're older, it's just really hard. It just is. They change. It seems like it changes on a daily basis. However, I have found a way to do mine that I truly, truly love. There's another video on that I just did recently. But this is e.l.f. Putty Primer. So this one has vitamin C. That's why it's a yellowy color. And then this one is the regular one here. You can see that I use both. It doesn't really matter. So today I'm going to use this one. But this one's really nice too. It doesn't matter which one you use, all right? If you need more brightening, then use this one here. I don't think I need any more brightening because I am using Kosas concealer. And I'm using like 0.05, which is their lightest one. So I really don't think I need, that's what I put all through here. Kosas is great. Mature skin friendly, it just is. It's a wonderful, wonderful product. I like Kosas. And I just haphazardly came across that. I think they had some samples somewhere, and I just tried the samples. So I have a little spatula, and then I'm going to put this on the back of my hand. Notice we use the back of our hand quite a bit, okay? With foundation. And with this. And then you're going to take, oh, I'm sorry, I've had Cyro surgery. Those were brown spots. Yeah. I got to have some more done. So I went to the dermatologist and he didn't want to do too much at once. So we're going to do a little bit at a time. All right, so here is the Kosas. Look how pretty. And then what we do is take your finger Your finger's your best tool here, and you're going to mix these two together right on top of your hand, just like that. And then I just go ahead with my finger and dab on right there, right there. And here's where, remember I said I'm going to come back and put some light here. We're going to go right up through there. You can use a brush for this. You don't have to use your finger, okay? If you're not one, some people don't like using their fingers, yeah, and I get it. I understand it. So I am going to bring this down just a tad through there. Now I've got that light going on, and we are going to have to let this set for a few minutes. I'm going to bring some more right up here into my temple, because I like the light kind of going all the way around, and you can do however you want. And see, I really had too much. I really had too much. It doesn't take a whole lot. I'm going to do another little dab here and here just to make sure I have enough. Now this does need to set for a few minutes. And what I'm going to do is use BK Beauty's, this is Angie's Hot and Flashy brush. This is what it's for contouring. And I love it. It's a A506. Look at the shape of that. That is like perfect. It fits perfectly here. You can blend out with it. So we'll be using this in just a minute. Okay, let's blend this out. It's been sitting long enough. I clean this brush every time I use it. Therefore, it does, because I am using, like, you know, all this concealer and stuff in it. So make sure you clean your brush. I'm going to bring it just slightly up in the corner of my eye to brighten that up. And you just dab it all the way across. You can bring it down. I like to bring it down through here. And then we're going to blend out all of this all the way up. Love, love, love this brush. I like the way I can use it. It just curves. It just cleans up everything nicely on this outer corner. I want to dab it. And we are going to set it with powder. Now, I know you're going, ooh, powder. But I like to use It's. It's is really light. It's nice. Come over here and do the same thing on this side. Bring it down and just dab it across. And then take that up just like you did over there. That's why I love this end, because you can just take it straight up. Now remember, now we still have to add powder, and I'm going to add probably just a touch of blush right through there. So it's going to be really, really kind of pretty. I think I used Sweet, and then when I put the Revolution over it, it was so pretty. So, and all your products do not have to be name brand. They don't. All right, I'm going to let this, you got to let this stay just for a few minutes. You know why? Because what's going to happen is your movement, and you're doing your eyes, it is going to settle a little bit, and then we'll come back and we'll take the end of this, and you can go right through here and clean it up. Okay, look at this. I love it. It's so pretty. Now I'm going to use Sweet, the color Sweet. This is Unique's blush, and it's a matte, okay? Because we are going to place a little bit of Revolution over the top of this, and what I like to do with this is just place it through here. Take it right up into my temple, like that. And then just a little bit, you go over your nose, like that. Now, why not close my eyes? I think I can see it with my eyes closed. But it's really pretty to kind of take this across. It kind of blends everything together. I just really like the way it finishes out. And then you're going to need a beauty blender. This is the original beauty blender, and it is moist. And where's my Revolution? Here it is. This one's almost empty. When you get a new one, it's going to look like this. But in the bottom of this is all the golden goodness. You got to shake it up. Shake it up, girl. And I'm going to show you how I do this. I love to take this. This is a moist beauty blender now. Spray it. You've probably seen me do this. If you've watched me any amount of time, you know that this is my little signature end to everything that I do. I like to put it here, here, all the way down the center of my face. And it just gives you this beautiful glow, and it smells wonderful, and it will dry. And then your skin's going to have this glowy look all day, girlfriend. Okay, this finishing touches are about done. I'm going to take a little bit of this matte bronzer here. This is Unique's bronzer. It's light. It comes in 3 colors. And I'm just going to kind of come under here. I love a little bit of bronzer. Not a whole lot. See, I'm not even using very much at all. Just right underneath here, just to kind of warm the face up. And I do like it on my nose just a little bit, like that. And I don't really bring it up here, but you could if you want to, because nobody sees my forehead anyway. So it's the way I see that. Oh my gosh, I love, love, love this look. I mean, it is so, so pretty. Now, the last thing that you're going to do is either you're going to take a regular setting mist spray. This is Prime and Mist. This is Unique's. Or you can use this. It depends on what kind of finish that you want. This is not going to give you a shiny look. This will. I'm going to use this because I absolutely love the way it looks throughout the day. And just spray it and let it set. And girl, you'll love it. Look at that. It's glowing skin, and I'm 60. Sassy at 60. That's the way this makes me feel. When I did this the other night, I watched her. I was so impressed. I'm like, I'm doing that. And so I did it on my Ladies Night Live, and they loved it. And I thought, okay, I got to share it here too. So love, love, love this technique. I hope you try it. If you have any questions, put it down in the comments below. I'll put everything in the description box. I'll even link her video so you can actually go and watch her do it. So, because she's like 30 something, maybe 20, late 20s, but we can pull this off. I just want you to know I'm 60. She was very young. You can do this. It's absolutely a beautiful look to our face. So please like and share and click that notification bell. And I'm here on Sundays. I would love to have you here each Sunday. Give me some ideas of what you'd like for me to do for you. And I can do some videos based on what you need, right? All right. Y'all have a great day. See you next week.